Spider-Man would proceed to deal with Rhino once he was done and out. He proceeded to take on the last of the Sinister Six, Otto Octavius. Proceeded to jump forth, and Otto would jump forth as well. They would clash. As Otto sent his arms, Spider-Man would proceed to dodge, doing a couple backflips to dodge Otto's attack. He proceeded with the webs, pull himself forward under Otto as proceeding to web his arms together as he proceeded to use that, uppercutting him as grabbing his arms, as flinging him. Otto was sent flying as Spider-Man proceeded to try to follow after, but simply before he can do so, Electro shot him with his vultures as the symbiote on Spider-Man's body would be disturbed, turning its glare towards, well, him. Oh shit. Oops, he looked right at Rhino's body. He would grab Rhino as he proceeded to pick Rhino up by the horn as he proceeded to swing him around and around and tossing him towards Electro. Electro tried to run, but Rhino's large body caught him and trapped him, quite literally. As before that, his prices would go off as being grabbed violently, and then being smashed into the ground. Boom. Smashed into the ground and thrown as he would hit a light bulb, deadening it. Doing it as he would skid on the ground as the suit would tear. Otto proceeded to look over his crew, seeing them all. They're all out cold. Sorry, Maximo. And sorry, Alexei. But I'm doing this my way. Spider-Man get up slowly, as he knows that he's tender now. Octavius proceeds to simply say, "It's very fascinating, your suit. Once I'm done here of killing you, I'll peel it off of your dead body just so I can study it." As Octavius proceeds to send his arms to Spider-Man, Spider-Man proceeded to dodge every attack. As Octavius proceeded to grab one of his arms, as he would grab one of Spider-Man's arms, grabbing the other, Spider-Man proceeded to struggle for a moment. Octavius simply had one of his arms ready to impale him. This is when Spider-Man looked as he started glowing red for a moment. Then sparks of black electricity cackled around him. The white current as Otto was shocked as before he knew it, he was being grabbed by a force. An incredible strength as then being punched. As the punch sent him flying. Spider-Man proceeded to follow right after him at high speeds, grabbing him as seen give him the Thor Loki treatment. Or Hulk Loki treatment, mostly 1, 2, 3, 4. Smashing him on the ground and throwing him to the side as Otto had been unconscious by that. He proceeded to grab him and proceed to look like he's going to impale him, but no. But then then Spider-Man stopped looking towards seeing Captain Stacy, dropping him immediately as proceeding to jump into the air and swinging off. That's weird, as one cop simply says. He didn't make a joke, no quip, no nothing. It is weird. What is going on with that kid? The kid? Quite literally, as one officer says. You didn't notice? He sounds like a 15-year-old. So why don't you just find his ID? Find who he is. Because there's so many 15-year-olds in the world, in this country. You think we're going to narrow it down? Simply as this is one day when all Spider-Man would arrive, leaving the area the next morning. Zook would wake up. He would wake up, well, slightly sore, more sore than usual. Damn. Why am I so sore? I don't remember being so sore. As Zook would get up, as he proceeded to make his way out looking at his alarm, saying that he was like 12 something. He'd be to check his phone, seeing that, well, look at that. MJ, Gwen, Shoka, Zumi and Mai were calling him. Great. Why were they calling him? He sighed. Saw irritation. It was not what he needed. Simply, he would make his way as he would proceed to go to his closet to put some clothes on. And he looked, and what he saw, well, was weird. His arm had a scar. It wasn't anything big or anything, but it was a scar. And something was wrong. Usually his scars would heal by now. Just gone. There used to be on leather skin by now, but there's just a scar right there. What the hell? If you see look at the scar, you'll be wondering, how? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sure that should be impossible. No way. Okay, relax. It's nothing too boogie. It's just a scar. He proceeded to try to touch it, as touching it, excruciating pain would come through. Ow! When did I get this anyways? I remember getting it yesterday. He proceeded to put his clothes on. Once he put his clothes on along with his symbiotic blood suit, he proceeded to walk down, well, there's newspapers already. Grabbing the newspapers as it would be sit down on his table as he proceeded to, well, start to drink his coffee. Because he needed some today anyways. He proceeded to look as, well, what it said shocked him as he spit it out immediately as looking at it. Spidey takes down Sister 6, followed by Zuka Midoriya. Huh? When? How? I didn't remember taking down Sister 6 at all. Wait a second. He proceeded to look as there's no remembering something. The scar. My soreness. The pain. I fought the Sinister Six last night. I slept through the whole battle. This symbiotic blood. No, it's more than symbiotic blood. It's not just it's a full symbiote. It's actually more than just my blood. It's It's a living creature now. And it took over my body. Whatever. I found Sister 6 was taken down. Everything's good. Spike took down Sister 6. That's fine. I got the paycheck anyways. He proceeded to put it to the photo to the side as simply going back to his coffee yet again. As the door, would ring or knock, Zuko was irritated now. He can't enjoy one cup of coffee? This is his first time having a coffee and he can't even enjoy it. He proceeded to get up as a 15-year-old way, making his way towards the door. He had a scowl upon his face as looking towards who was there, and Harry proceeded to simply say, "Hey, Ezekiel, how's it going?" "Good. How was your trip in, Shield Island?" "It was fun." Something happened, Ezekiel." "What do you mean something happened?" "It's your mother. She's in the hospital," as Harry simply says. Zuko was shocked hearing this. "She's in the hospital?" The two make their way to the hospital immediately afterwards. Once they arrived, Zuko walked in, and once they got the room number, he saw all of Class 1A there. He proceeded to ignore them as walking forward. Gwen and Emily proceeded to sit as simply wondering if, their friend's mother was okay. Shoka proceeded to make eye contact with Zuko do so. Also, the two would stop looking at each other to continue to do what they were doing earlier. Jimmy and Maya would proceed to walk out the room as Zuko would scowl as looking at him. "Why are you here?" As she simply scowled. "Why am I here? She's my mother, that's why I'm here. You didn't answer when we called you." Zuko scowled. Remember how you said you didn't want to talk to me? I gave you what you wanted. And now you're blaming me for not answering your call when you told me not to talk to you? How's that my fault?" She simply growled us. "We called you more than once to notice and gave voicemails. You never even answered one. Nor did you even listen to any of them, did you? No, because you were doing something else, right?" The two would simply glare as they start to argue as Aizawa proceeded to say, "That's enough. Right now, we don't need any of that. Your mother is in critical condition. What you need to do right now is check on her." He proceeded to look at Izuku as problem child. "Check on your mother." Izuku had a feeling what Aizawa said was true, but the problem child just felt so right. He proceeded to nod as Aizawa sensei. He was still a teacher no matter what, so he still was supposed to be called sensei, even though he wasn't even your teacher. He proceeded to walk in as seeing his father next to his mother. As she lay in bed, as simply as he could say, "Hey." I thought she was to be looking at Zuko as his whole demeanor would still be gloomy. "How's Mom?" I thought she was besides she's stable. For now. "What did they say?" "She had a heart attack," as Sasashi simply says. "And has a high chance of getting cardiac arrest, too. If we don't treat her now, they'll pull the plug on her." Izuku blinked as realizing, what? They can't do that. "Yes, but we need to pay for the money, and none of us have the money to pay for it." Izuku simply looked away as, I'm sorry I didn't answer the calls. No, it's fine. You have your own life, so you can't always be there, but still, you could have at least listened to one of the voicemails. But I could see you were doing important things last night, so that would make sense. He proceeded to give him the newspaper of the world. The photo that Izuku Midoriya, quote-unquote, took. You were in a very dangerous spot when doing those photos, and it makes your mother worry, along with me, knowing that if you're safe or not. Because those villains actually are very dangerous and a threat. Yeah, they are. Izuku should looked at his father. So how much money do I need to pay? He proceeded to tell him the amount. Izuku was shocked. The amount was large. Simply as he nodded his understanding. He proceeded to leave. Then he got out as he proceeded to look around and see everyone else still looking at him. What's the problem? He took me super scowless. She wouldn't say anything. Whatever. He proceeded to make his way to walk out the room. Bakugo would come in as Izuku would stop dead in his tracks. His eyes would narrow. The two would simply look at each other. Bakugo came walking as Izuku would grab his shoulder simply. No, what are you doing here? Izuku simply says. Bakugo simply growls. Unlike you, I was actually able to answer a fucking phone call. Called by my godmother. What about you? Oh, right. You couldn't even answer a fucking phone call for your mother. It took you a whole 24 hours to get here. Everyone else has been here since yesterday. What about you? What can you say? Izuku clenched his fist as his grip was tight upon Bakugo's shoulder. Bakugo shot his hand off and simply said, "Get lost, nerd." Izuku feels rage boiling point as he's about to turn around, and Shoko simply glared at him. Go, as he simply says. Izuku was about to say something, and she simply glared. Yet again gave him another glare. Izuku stopped from what he was going to say and simply turned around and left. As he proceeded to leave, opening the door and slamming it closed. Harry proceeded to walk up, sitting beside her. So when are you going to tell him about us? When his mind is cleared out. Simply as her nod is understanding. As Izuku proceeded to, swing his way over to, a place that he knew. He needed money. He needed money fast, and he needed money now. His mother was on her deathbed. As much as he's wanted to say, he started blaming himself for not being there. Damn it. Izuku proceeded to let him land upon, what's it called? The Daily Bugle. As he proceeded to go to the window as now entering, simply scowled. How did I not see that at all? I just took on Mitsuki and Mom and just took them to the other side. They even bother checking on them. God damn it. Is it right? Is it my fault? Because as much as I hate it, is Izumi right? No, she's not right. Fuck no. Why would she be? I have more things to do. And I saved Mom's life from getting killed anyways. So she doesn't know how hard it is to be, how hard my life usually is. So, don't listen to her. The Joker proceeded to enter J. Joe Jameson's office as simply saying, "Do you have the paycheck for the photos from earlier?" Jameson would proceed to simply say, "No, not yet. And the photos you gave me are good, but I only need to give you a couple more bucks from your usual allowance." The Joker blinked. "What? What do you mean? You're only going to give me 400 something? That's it? I need more than that." "Oh, sorry, kid. I got bigger fish to fry. And you just got to wait. And if you don't want to wait, well, you don't really have a choice anyway, so." The Zico Super Scowls growl. He proceeded to leave as proceeded to slam the door closed. Jameson proceeded to looking at, Rodri wrote, I simply saying, "What's up with him? I'm not sure. But what I heard, his mother's in the hospital." Oh no. For Agaki. As in, his karma gone and learn these things. Mr. Davidson, your wife is on the phone. God damn it. Izuko would jump out the Daily Bugle as he proceeded to swing. Jameson didn't have the money he needed. Great. But he did know one person who had the money. And simply, he was what he needed. Tombstone. Jameson's not the only big man in town. Once he made it to Tombstone's office, he proceeded to go through the same vent from earlier. He didn't really care. Tombstone didn't really change anything. As once doing so, he entered as simply to take out Tombstone's guards easily. So yes, Tombstone said, "So, you actually came back for a deal." Yes, he proceeded to crawl up on the wall outside as looking at Tombstone. "You know that deal that you gave me earlier? A few months ago? Yeah, we'll take it." "All right, then." That's Tombstone simply said, "No week of crime. 1 week, no crime. Deal. I need the money now. Like right now." All right. Tombstone simply says, "I have a job for you. I need you to do one thing for me." "And what's that?" "There's this being that's been going around destroying and taking out my men. He calls himself the Green Goblin. It really is bad for business for me if I don't take care of him now. I would have sent the Sinister Six after him, but, obviously, you took care of that last night. So you want me to go stop him? Is that what you want?" "Yes. You stop the Green Goblin and do no crime for a week. I'll give you the money by later today." "No crime for a week. I'll give you a deal, better deal. I'll give you the money today. Then you do what I ask you. Got it?" Just go think about it. "Sure, we'll take it." "All right. But I don't think you're going to really handle him like that. Guessing I just costume as simple as say, "Oh, I can handle a lot more than you know." He proceeded to leave as deciding to head to, a place that he knew. Tombstone had a, armory that he can use. Once he arrived at it, once he snuck in, he proceeded to look around what he can use. This looks good. He took some armor platings, a long armor suit that had an interesting, density. Once he took it along with some swords, 2 katanas, and several guns. Izuku knew how to use a gun, no diff. He took classes without his mother's knowledge. He proceeded to put in the eclipses and pretty much proceeded to hold it out, giving it a test. Once he did so, he proceeded to take all the items he needed and head out. But he needed to take care of the armor first. But before his eyes, his suit would, morph the armor and into his costume, changing it. Where it's similar to where it was a that copy of Agent Venom's costume is. You can see the look at the suit. I like it. As he pulled out, that was some Welsh. First, he pulled out semi-automatic machine guns, a couple handguns, one AK-47, and a couple others. He proceeded to have scopes on the machine guns, making them easier to fire. And the katanas, he placed them on his back. Time to take care of this goblin. But as he had a bag with him, more like a stash bag, as he proceeded to jump off the building and swing towards Goblin's last known location. Once he made him make his way towards Goblin's last location, he proceeded to look around. He looked around for, where he went, and yet again, the goblin was nowhere to be found. It was like this guy's elusive or something like that. Alright, where are you, Gobby? Gobby. Come on. I have no time to waste time here. We're gonna show you something, goddamn shit. Show yourself. His prices would go off immediately. As he would hear him laughing, he turned around to see pumpkins. But his prices were going off crazy. The moment the pumpkin got a bit closer, he saw it was blinking. Oh shit. He jumped off the building before, but the explosion still caught him. He still got caught in the explosion. And so the symbiote took the damage, and the armor wasn't even scorched at all. Nice, his armor's very durable. As he proceeded to look looking at who threw them, it was a decently large creature. As he proceeded to wear green and purple, with a goblin-like face, as he would laugh. Like, hello, Spider-Man. I've heard of you, the Legend of the Spider-Man. You're a very interesting guy. You know, my biggest question is, why are you working for Tombstone? Aren't you a hero? Well, first, I need the money and the cash so I can do things. And then, to be honest, I heard of you, but you were too elusive to go after. Until now, I realize you're not. Well, sorry, but I can't be having you in my way. As he proceeded to throw more pumpkin bombs, Izuku dodged the pumpkin bombs and proceeded to head dive as the goblins proceeded to fly away. Not so fast, get back here! As he proceeded to chase him. The two would swing around the city as they'll fly and one would swing after. Come on, relax. I'm just having fun. Izuku was a scout. Fun is not fun. You're killing people, for God's sake. As he proceeded to swing after him, he proceeded to web goblin as Once he was on his glider, the two was at the fight. The goblin was extremely good in combat. He got a knock on Izuku's head as Izuku fell off the glider. Oh, you see the shit web line is? Well, his web line was now weird. He shot 3 webs and they combined into one big one. As you see it swing up further higher as he kicked the goblin off his glider as Mr. C landed on a building top as you see the look how the goblin will land on another one nearby. The goblin would get up slowly. Not that fast reaction time. Izuku proceeded to jump to the other building as running towards the goblin. The goblin proceeded to turn as seeing Izuku's fist was right there. He proceeded to catch Izuku's fist as they started to fight. The goblin proceeded to somehow overpower him as he proceeded to throw him to the side, smashing him as Izuku groaned. Oh, that hurt. Before he knew it, the goblin grabbed him again and started punching him in the face constantly over and over and over and over again. Then threw him into a water tank as he burned inside the tank. Izuku would skate on the rooftop ground as he would fall off, but luckily the suit had claws on it. As he proceeded to pull himself up, the goblin would say, "Toodaloo! You son of shit, he's too far now. There's no higher sky for me to catch up to him. But I have an idea." As he proceeded to shoot to one line, this is a thought of his before. And this was something that Cameron Woods did it once. He started to pull back upon the web line. Alright. Let's hope this works. Slingshot! As he proceeded to let go of the web as he launched straight forward towards the goblin. The goblin proceeded to fly. As before he knew it, something was rushing towards him. He proceeded to turn and seeing, the spider. But he was coming in real hot with those claws. As Spider-Man would slash, the goblin would get slashed upon the arm. But he luckily still dodged in time. For shit! As the goblin would scream, "You little shit!" Izuku would fall and swing upon the building. As he proceeded to follow the goblin. "We'll meet again, Spider-Man." Izuku proceeded to look at scowling. Well, great. I didn't get him off, but he's still out there. Might as well go back to Tombstone. Izuku proceeded to go back to Tombstone to tell him of his work. Tombstone would proceed to look at Spider-Man and say, "You chased him off. That's better than what all my other boys did. They only got shot and dead. At least you chased him off. But if you want your cash, you gotta do better than that." The thing is, he's flying, and I can't fly, really. I swing on buildings. You think I can fly? You can find a way to accommodate that. I'm sure you can. Izuku should be scowls. Yeah. You better get the money ready, Tombs. Because the moment that the goblin's down, I can get that cash. So long as you do your end of the deal. Yep, will do. Izuku will jump out the roof building as he proceeds to swing off. Through the whole week, Izuku started to chase the goblin. He started getting closer and closer, nicking him, slashing him with a katana, or even getting a gunshot graze. He almost had him today, but the goblin got away with a sneaky little punch to the groin, which was not really fun. Izuku scowled as this is really hard to get. And the goblin was making it really difficult. If this fucker can just stay still, for God's sake. Izuku proceeded to swing. He needed to check on his mother as simply he's been trying to get the goblin all week. As he proceeded to look at checking to see his mother how she was doing, he simply dived as his suit would change to his normal clothes as he proceeded to walk by. As Coxie was to be still standing there next to the door as Coxie would say, "Hey, Deku, you cost me my chance of becoming a hero. You know that, you little shit." Excuse me. Zuko would be grabbed by Coxie's shoulder, grabbing some symbiote, but the symbiote released itself from him. Zuko turned the tables, pinning Coxie towards the wall. "You know what? I'm sick. You know what? We're sick and tired of your whining, Koski. How about you shove off permanently?" Koski scowled, growling. "Listen here," Spocky Yosupi says. "The moment I get a chance, it's over. And I'll expose you, you stupid Deku." Zuko smiled cockily. "You can go ahead and try, Godshot. Or I can just expose what you did to all over the media. You never will know about your little escapades." Bakugo scowled. As she simply laughed as Zuko smiled. "Well, that felt good." As you see, saw, that Class 1B kid from her, Class 1B kid that Shoko talked about. Monoma or something like that. Zuko Super Scout. "Look out the way," Zuko simply says. "What's wrong? You having a temper tantrum right now? Are you mad because your mom is in the hospital?" Zuko simply scowled as, "If you don't want to get pummeled, move. Look at you, pushing away all your friends and family. Because of what? All they want to do is help you. But yet, look at you here, pushing them away, not giving them the chance to do so. They call me a jerk. You should look at yourself. You're an asshole. You're not even better. You're worse than Bakugo." As he proceeded to leave, Zuko Super Scout, he would snarl. He proceeded to swing, change into his costume and swing off. Ruin his whole mood. Zuko continued to swing around the city, looking for the goblin at least once. He needed to settle this with the goblin finally. Because this guy, he's getting away with too much. Zuko landed up on the building. He needed to take care of this now. And well, that's one thing that he can really think about, can actually do that, is to take care of the goblin and finds him. But where could he? Explosions. Well, that's where he could be. He proceeded to shoot his web liners, making his way towards, looking as well, and then he saw him, the goblin. "Hail, kiddo, how's it hanging?" asked the goblin to be smiled. "Goblin, this ends now. Right here." No. I just want to talk. You know, we're not so different from each other." "What? No, we're not. I'm totally different from you." "Really? You're different?" "That's not what I'm talking about, you know. Just look at us. Two men of power. We can conquer the whole country of Japan together. your strength and my technology, let's look what we can achieve. I'm not interested. As Suzuki swabs his hand off his shoulder, simply goggles. Pascal, look at it like this, Spider-Man. You have everything you desire. You have the power. You have everything you want. Don't you at least want to use it for something else? I'm using it to stop crime. Are you? Because this whole week, you haven't stopped one single robbery. One single thing. Police trucks are racing. Police cars are racing after villains. There are a lot of things that you just allowed to slack off for this whole week. People were killed this whole week because you weren't there. Break-ins, heists, even held captive people. You know that? The Joker Scout, you don't know anything about the Goblin. You know, this city says they love heroes. They love to tell the hero his rise, his success. But you want to know something even more in life? This city loves to see a hero, but what they love to see the more, a hero fail, fall, die trying. Despite everything you've done for this city, eventually they will hate you. Zuko Scout, we'll see about that in the end. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. All this city does to you is just throw your name around, slander it. Think about it. You could at least do something. Well, your mother's in the hospital, so nothing more that we can do. Zuko's eyes were widening as realizing, how do you? Oh, Zuko. You think I would have noticed? I always noticed. Connors, how you had a connection to him somehow. You think I would have noticed the little details like that? I always notice, but you failed to save me. And now I'm your eternal nightmare. You failed to save Norman Osborn? Well, we can do this all day and keep on doing this trying to kill each other, or we can work together and take down Tombstone. Not interested. Why do kids have to be so difficult? Well then, fine. You do your way. You chose the way of the hero. I chose the way of the villain. I guess next time, as Scotland's glider will come in, we'll see who comes out on top. As he simply bursts just flying away, Norman Osborn. That's who you are, huh, Goblin? I won't allow you to keep going. Even if it means I gotta kill you. Just like Tombstone said. I don't mind that at all. Excuse me. As Zuko proceeded to swing, it was a couple of days had passed. It was quiet in the city. Well, not technically, with crime still going around. Heroes were having trouble with keeping in, and the League of Villains were still causing trouble. And, well, Endeavor recently took Shoko, Zumi, and Mai, and they're somehow entering with him too, which is nice. Izuku Scout is now, well, this all could really be useful. He stopped and thought about what he could do, thinking about the Goblin. He needed to be stopped anyway, so. Then, nearby one of the great infamous Japan bridges, he was there as well. hovering in smoke. There can only be one thing. You see this go towards it as it'll be the goblin. As to his shock and horror, he saw who he had as a hostage. Well, as the goblin simply screamed, who would you choose? These people or this a woman? The woman he had a hostage was his aunt. Shit! You see her look around. What could he do? What could he do? He can't shoot because he just dropped them both. Clock's ticking. You know, if you want to save one of them, you gotta choose. Or, as Goblin continued to point the tram, you can just go see what he can do. As he dropped them both. No! As he proceeded to run, jumping off as he proceeded to dive after. First, after his aunt. Once he took care of Guy's aunt, he proceeded to whip up the tram as... Once he whipped up the tram, he proceeded to look around. Crap, what can I do? Seeing, well, there's a boat coming in, he proceeded to leave the tram there. It's laying down his aunt. Ma'am, stay here. And tell the captain to get you back on the mainland. As Izuku proceeded to see the goblin coming in. Oh shit! As he proceeded to be grabbed by the goblin as being... They're taken to a distant island in, well, the corner. As he'd be thrown there, smashing into some debris as Izuku groaned. Ugh. You know, we could have been partners. But you decided that you wanted to continue what you were doing. So you know what? We can play that game, Spider. That's it. I'm ending you right here, Goblin. And you're going down. We'll see about that, Izuku. As the two would run at each other, Izuku pulled out the katanas as Goblin would proceed to try to impale him with, well, his glider, as Izuku proceeded to dodge Goblin's attack and straight up cut part of his glider as where a good part of it was controlling the glider and keeping his ability to flight. The glider would proceed to start to break down as no, not my tech. Not as he would drop off. Dropping, falling off of it as crashing down. The glider would crash somewhere nearby as Izuku would simply look. As spinning his katanas as proceeded to simply say, let's go then. Fine. As the two start to fight, Goblin using his suit to repel Izuku's swings as before Izuku can cut off his head, Goblin grabbed one of his katanas, shattering and kicking him back as Izuku would go look at one of the katanas and throw it to the side. I'm gonna kill you, Norman. Ooh, I'm impressed. You found out my... Izuku proceeds to slash at Goblin's face as tearing off half of his mask to be torn finally. It's about time. The Goblin proceeded to look as his face would be Norman Osborn. Well, you little cunning bastard. Isn't that impressive? I'm very impressed. Let's see what you have against this. As you see her throw the pumpkin bombs at it, Izuku seeing this as he would proceed to throw his katana straight through the pumpkin bombs as, well, this would take out his own weapon as simply scowling. He was about to pull out his gun as the goblin kicked away, proceeded to kick that out of his hands. The only thing he had left was a shot with his small handgun, and Suzuki, the fight got him hand to hand. The two were still continuing to fight. Izuku using the gun and shooting his leg. Goblin screamed as Norman proceeded to grab Izuku and throw him into a wall. It's over. Before he could continue talking, the goblin left up. Izuku bringing him closer as he would knee him in the face. The goblin would roll real back as he would proceed to grab Izuku, grabbing him and smashing his head into the wall. And proceeded to throw him to the side. No. This ends now. Izuku pulled the trigger, used his gun, but oh shit, it was jammed. He couldn't pull the trigger out of clips. He proceeded to throw the gun to the side. Side is pulling out claws. It's over, Osborne. You're done. As simply as Zuko's claws were prepared to take out Goblin's head, Goblin was to say, "No, please, Izuku. My son, he still needs me. Your best friend. Your only friend. He still needs me. If he finds out, he'll be lost." Lost? He's achieved finally happiness over years now. Decades even. Harry lost his mother at a very young age. He lost her. I lost my wife. He'll be all alone in this world. You can't do that to him. Izuku simply looked at Norman as his mask would unreveal himself as he looked at Norman as a scowl. You're begging for mercy? You killed so many people. Even though they were criminals too. You're begging for mercy. Do you even deserve mercy? What about all those people that asked you to spare their lives? You never begged, you never spared them at all, did you? So why should I beg you to spare your life? As Zuko's claws would get closer to Osborne's neck. Because he's your best friend. If you truly care for him, you wouldn't do this. You can't kill me. Your hands are shaking. Look. Zuko looked down and seeing his hands are shaking. No. I need to do this to save my mother. Even if it means taking away Harry's father. I don't care. Zuko pulled back his arm to finally finish off Norman as he would stop before he could even get close. Zuko felt something was holding him. He looked around, seeing nothing was holding him back. No. He knew it. He knew who this was. He wouldn't agree. He wouldn't encourage this. Izuku's voice became somber as he wouldn't acknowledge. Izuku's hand would drop as his hands would turn back to normal. The symbiote claws disappearing. He wouldn't be proud. Izuku looked at Osborne as simply saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And being responsible. I don't have the right to kill you. I don't have the right to kill anybody. Zuko looked at his hands, looking out as now, thinking about all his actions. What? What have I become? This is not who I am. This is far from who I am. I was about to kill my best friend's father. I would know better than muscular. Izuku looked down, realizing his words, everything, every moment. He made a agreement with Tombstone, for God's sake. He proceeded to hold his head as seemed to look at surroundings, katanas, guns. This is not him. This is not him at all. He wanted to be a pro hero. He wanted to be the #1 hero. He wanted to be All Might's successor. But now he's just a disgrace. It's not what All Might, Gran Torino, and everyone else who saw him as. Then he realized he ruined Kachan's dream. He ruined everyone's life. Duke clenched his fist as looking at Osborne. Go. Get out of here. As he simply says, go home. Go back to your son. Quit being the goblin. Really? As Norman simply says. Just go home, Norman. Forget about this ever happening. Just do it. Well, thank you. As Norman puts a button upon his back. On his buckle as his glider to activate as flying forward with two protrusions like huge legs, spike-like protrusions coming forward as launching forward. I thank you for that. Zuko's eyes are wide as his spice to go off immediately. Jumping over whatever was coming forward as they would come in high speed. The goblin was shocked as Norman would be impaled. Zuko jumping on a stone pillar is looking at seeing Norman. Blood was about to run through his mouth as Norman proceeded to look down, his glider impaling himself. Mr. Osborne. You see, look at Zuko as simply saying, "Don't tell Harry," as he would drop dead. Zuko looked away. Damn it. He could take the money, and then a voice in his mind would tell him, go ahead, tell Tombstone. Tell him that Osborne's dead. Take the money. Do it. He wouldn't agree. He wouldn't at all. It's not who I am. You turned me into this. As the voice would continue to speak, no. This is what you wanted. This is who you truly wanted to be. A hero that could save everybody. You saved lives. No. I ruined lives. He used to call 911 and since they would answer, hello? He proceeded to tell them his location is, simply saying, Norman Osborn has been murdered. As he was hanging up, as simply with the call would end as Zuko proceeded to walk away as his master would return back on his face. He'll jump off as proceeding to figure out a way to get back to the island, back to the mainland. Looking to see a boat, he proceeded to jump on the boat as he would make his way to the mainland without knowing that Spider-Man was on it. Once he was closer to the mainland, he showed a web line as swinging. He tried to have an inner dilemma. What was going on with him? What's happening? Is this truly who he is? Then again, the voice would say, yes, this is who you are. This is who you are meant to be. Don't be swivered by his words. You're right. I shouldn't be swivered by his word. He was a villain in the end. Izuka proceeded to continue to swing as he would make his way to Tombstone. But he was kind of tired. He would do it in the morning. He proceeded to go change directions as making his way back home the next day. It was a stormy day. Norman was The news channel proceeded to say that he died from his fight with Spider-Man. The Spider-Man being produced as innocent because there is no evidence of Spider-Man actually killing him. The how? Well, hard to explain. But Spider-Man was still innocent, and this was something. Izuku looked at seeing this. He took some weeks off. As 2 weeks, 3 weeks would pass, they would bury Norman, and, well, he put flowers upon his grave as simply looking at Norman Osborn's tombstone. He'd simply sigh as whole class 1A would be there. Harry would be horrified, cold, quiet. But he didn't know about Harry was he was dating Shoka, which surprised him, but nothing. He felt inner rage within, but he couldn't do anything about it. Izuku looked as people would start to walk away simply. But yes, everyone else would leave. Shoka would walk up to him and simply glaring at his face. Before he could even say anything, his face would reel back on as a warm feeling would be on his right cheek as he would realize she slapped him. He thought that he deserved it. Deserved for what he's been doing recently. And everything he's done. She simply walked away as leaving. No response, no nothing. He couldn't even look at Harry at all. He couldn't even say, I'm sorry. Nothing. He couldn't say anything. It was just, he ruined it. He ruined it for Harry, and he's sorry. He proceeded to turn and walk away. There was, well, the funeral, as everyone would talk and commute. Mostly Harry's dad's business partners or people who knew Norman Osborn. Surprisingly, Koski was still there. He would be consoling Harry, and surprisingly, the two would talk. They seemed to get along. Zuko would simply watch, sitting down. He would only breathe in and only watch, as just watching everything unfold. He needed to figure out a way, but he didn't know what to do. His mom was in the hospital. He killed his dad's best friend. He proceeded to put his head on the table as he was about to cry silently. This is not who he is. This is not who he is at all. What has he become? Simply as he was about to look at himself, thinking over everything he's done, a thought came to mind. Was they all right? Was the symbiote really changing him? Six heart scowl is simply saying, no. It was something that helped him. He needs it. He needs it to help people. Even though he messed up, he can still fix it. He proceeded to simply continue to watch as everyone would supposedly have to start to talk to each other with nothing he could really do. Then he saw Endeavor walk up to him and sitting down. As Endeavor would simply say, so, you messed up. Yeah, I messed up. You killed that boy's father. I could arrest you right now. I know you could. But looking and seeing it right now, I say that you actually didn't really kill his father. More that something else happened, and the glider theory is actually what truly happened. Zuko wouldn't say anything as my daughter doesn't want anything to do with you, and I don't blame her. Simply, I could just allow you to be by yourself. But for one more thing, for keeping our deal, I paid off your mother's bills, so she should be recovering in a week's time. And Zuko should be looking at Endeavor. But from now on, stay away from my daughter, as he simply says. If not, I'll arrest you. As he'll stand up and proceed to walk away. Zuko had nothing to say. He lost someone he loved yet again. It was like Uncle Masara all over again, losing him. But now he feels the criminal. Is this how Muscular felt? He simply scowled as he needed to get some air. This wasn't helping. As he was about to leave, he feels someone pull on his arm as simply looking, and it was Shoka. What do you want? As Zuko simply says, you're not going to apologize to Harry at all? No apologies, no nothing. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry that I killed your father. Want me to say something? What can I say to him? I can't do anything. It's already been done. You're so happy, huh? Everything seems great in the life of Zuko Midoriya, right? No, it's not. He sipped under his breath. Wow. I guess that's just it. You are not what you say you are. I can't believe I fell in love with you. She simply glared at him. Dead him. So, well then, I'll just explain it to Harry. Zuko's eyes went, you can't tell him that. You can't tell him that at all. Why? He deserves to know. No, he can't know. What, are you afraid what he's gonna say? What he'll do? Because he has all the rights to. I know he has all the rights to, but his last words to me was not to tell him about any of it. Harry's broken already. He just hides it behind a facade of happiness and cheerfulness. And sometimes a bit of arrogance, but he's broken inside. I can't do that to him. I don't want... Well, you don't have that right to tell. You don't have that right to keep it from him. He deserves to know. She proceeded to go to leave as Zuko grabbed her shoulder. You can't tell him. Let go, Zuko, as she simply says. You just can't. She simply glared at him. Let go, as he can feel her quirk activating as he had to feel his hand starting to get cold. I won't let you, as Zuko simply says. As she was like, let me go. The two will start to bicker between the two as well, everyone else has noticed. Zuni was have a question, wonder what's going on. Shoko said, Zuko, let go, as she simply said louder as, no, he can't, no, I won't allow you to let him. No. I refuse. She simply repeated, stopping me yet again. Zuko growled and snarled. In a moment of rage, she proceeded to slap her back as simply was pushing her down before everyone was shocked. Everyone blinked seeing him. They knew Zuko was acting differently, but then They never thought he would actually put his hands up on her. She was shocked as simply Zuko realized what he'd done. I didn't. As then I thought, remember, is his aunt would simply say that revenge is like a cruel creature that takes over a beast. Zuko looked at his hands, realizing this symbiote is changing me to something I'm not. I'm sorry, he simply says. I need to go. He simply left the area as Harry proceeded to say, "Are you alright?" "I'm fine," as she simply says. She proceeded to wonder what he was talking about. Symbiote. "Harry, can you tell me what a symbiote is?" "A symbiote, like a definition or just a normal definition?" "Well, it's a creature that would usually usually bond itself to a host. It would usually just be a parasite, or it will slightly amplify the user's abilities, the host's abilities, but also feeding off of them like sickness, negativity. "I need to go," she simply says. She proceeded to leave it also as, "What's going on? You just stay here," as Zumi simply says. She would go after her friend, along with May and the rest of the class of 1A. Izuka proceeded to look as he needed to get away to get this thing off of him. This thing, he needs to get rid of it. How am I supposed to get this off? How do I get it off anyways? Come on. Any weaknesses I know of? No. I need to get rid of this thing now. Izuka proceeded to jump as she proceeded to quickly swing off as he started to call All Might. Simple Feast wouldn't answer at all. "Shh. No, come on. He's blocked my calls." Izuka proceeded to try to find a way to get this thing off. He tried to rip it off, tear it off. Nothing's working. It's attached himself to him. "No, get off. I don't need you." Izuka proceeded to try to struggle with trying to remove it from his body as well. It was getting difficult. He needed to get the thing off him. Now. How am I supposed to get the thing off? What do I do? Zuko looked around. Crap. Come on, get off of me, you stupid thing. He had an idea. He had a thought. He proceeded to call what's it called? The person as simply as it would answer. "Hello? Yes, I need to talk to Dr. Connors." "Dr. Connors. All right, I'll put you transfer to the line." As the phone would answer. "Hello? Dr. Connors. Izuku, why are you calling me?" As Dr. Connors simply says, "I need your help. I'm sure you noticed about." "Yes, I noticed everything about it and the symbiote that you're wearing. You know?" "Yes." "Dr. Connors, when you were researching the symbiote, do you know any weaknesses that it had?" "One was fire, another was electricity, and the last one was sound." "Sound?" "Well, supersonic sounds, actually. Or vibrations, mostly. Supersonic vibrations. Supersonic vibrate." He proceeded to look at seeing a church in the distance. "Thank you, Dr. Connors." "Zuku, let me tell you one thing, though. It's a bond itself to you. If you're going to attempt to remove it, this might actually kill you. His eyes widen as hearing this, as Suzuki go quiet. No problem. Thank you, Dr. Connors. I guess I'll see you. And I'm sorry. No. You're fine. Get the thing off of you now, before it's too late. Zuko nodded as he proceeded to make his way to get this thing off of him. This thing is taking over his mind. He's to remove it now. He's made his way to the church, That's the only thing I can really think of anyway to get the thing off of him. With the rest of Class 1A, as simply Shoko was supposed to go to her sensei as I was. What's going on? Why are y'all rushing? Hard to explain. This might be unbelievable, but Izumi's sister is Spider-Man. Well, not Izumi's brother, Spider-Man. Aizawa's eyes were widened. I knew it. You knew? Of course I knew. The moment I saw him, I had some sort of feeling, but I didn't notice. I thought he was a vigilante the moment I saw it. But thanks for telling. But now, we have to No, you can't arrest him. For what recently happened to him, there's this thing, this costume on him. All Might proceeded to listen in as, what's wrong, young Todoroki? All Might, you know about his condition. Yes, I'm thinking about taking it back. As All Might simply says, you can't take it back, as Izumi simply says. And why shouldn't I? He's not worthy anymore. It's the costume, as May simply says. It's changed him. I told him that he didn't believe me. That's the thing, it's the costume that's changing his mind. It's influencing him, as Shoka simply says. The costume did it. It's a living organism. All my eyes would widen hearing this, the symbiote. As I was, the what? The symbiote, of course. Connors told me about this. If the symbiote latches upon Midori's body for too long, he would proceed to evolve, continuously evolving, becoming something more, its own separate entity, its own living organism. He warned me about this. He told me to never allow him the symbiote to never touch his skin. Why did I not realize? As well, call would ring as Almond proceeded to answer, hello? As his hub would activate as Connors would be to show All Might. I was just talking to, yes, we all know, as Aizawa simply says. Izuku, as Connors simply says. He's on his way. Where? As All Might simply says. He's going to remove the symbiote from him, but that might be hard. How can we help? As Shoka simply says. He needs to do this on his own. The symbiote is something, a creature that only controls the mind. He's the only one who can fight it. He can't fight on his own. He's not that strong-willed. He's sensitive. Young Izumi, I know your brother more than you know him. And when I say he can do it, I can possibly say he can do it. Your brother's strong enough to fight the will of an opposing creature. You really think so? As May simply says, I know so. How high is the chance of getting rid of it? As Aizawa simply says. Well, at 50-50, really. He can get rid of it, or if he loses, what happens if he loses? It takes over completely. Izuku will be lost forever, and it will reign over his body. I perceive that it would probably be against its help, too. Of course. One for all. Do you think? I'm sure it'll go against it as well. The only problem is, this process can end up killing him. They'll all be shocked hearing this. What do you mean, killing him? Ashoka simply says, horrified. If it does remove it, it's gonna have a negative effects because the symbiote's part of his blood. It's basically his blood. And if he dies without it, he'll probably die without it. If he doesn't start to also to evolve to live without it. This is really just a 50-50. Do you know his lost location? Says Izumi simply says. Let's just say I have a tracker within the suit. Right now, All Might, you should check it. All Might proceeded to look at activating the tracker upon Izuku's suit. He said a church, as All Might simply says. Getting towards one. It's the one nearby. Let's go, as All Might simply says. I'll get the rest of the teachers. No, as All Might simply says. Not this time. He doesn't need that. What he needs is help. Not more people making it worse. He's a vigilante with a license, no matter what in the end. As I will simply nod, it's fine. Who should we get on the line? Shoka, I need you to use your fire. At least try to burn it off if he loses. If you can't do it, it's understandable. But if it comes down to it, you need to burn it off and kill it completely. I won't do that to him. I can't kill him. You have no choice. Is that or the city? Izuku told me this once before. With great power comes great responsibility. And your responsibility, if he fails, you must kill them both. She starts to cry as simply, as simply Kaminari says, we'll think about that later. First, we need to help Midoriya. Let's go. Simply as they all leave. This is when Constance would say, All Might, if he does survive this, the suit will go to find another host. You need to capture it. And make sure you capture it before it runs away. All Might would nod, understanding. Yes. Don't worry, Connors. I'll do so. As the call would end, as simply as I was. Do you have a way to contain it? All Might would pull out a containment. This is what Connors would use if it ever came out of hand. If the suit ever did touch Izuku's skin for too long. Simply as, well, he was prepared. And what she told me earlier. As the two would make their way following the students, Izuku finally arrived at the church bell as simply would look around. Okay. What are you doing? As the voice says in his head again. Why are you doing this? You need us. We need you. No, I don't need you. You're ruining my life. I need you off. I'm sorry. We only need each other. We don't need Gwen. We don't need MJ, Izumi, Mai, Shoka, not Mitsuki. Don't work my thoughts. I started to put on the suit. No, we need each other. No, remove your ooze. You proceed to slam himself against the bell. The bell will ring as the symbiote starts to screech. You don't like the sounds. They're unpleasant. But every time you try to weaken us, it just makes us stronger. Izuku feels his body not moving as he get punched in the face. Ah, damn it. Get off. Let me go. The suit starts. You won't win. You're just a lone, scared boy. We know everything about you. What you fear, what you love. You can never be anything. Just like that doctor said all those years ago. No, you're wrong. I could be more. He said you were quirkless, that you wouldn't amount up to anything. And he was right. But without us, I don't need you. You know it. You need us. Zuko would go on his knees. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could win. With us, you could win. As the aliens start to take control. Trust us. Believe in us. We'll save you from your pain. You can? Yes. As Zuko's stature starts to grow in size, as his costume's mouth starts to rip open with teeth growing, you and us together. As his mind will be taken over partially, as the alien will take full control, half control, as it would grin with an evil grin. As they would have, once the others would arrive, they would see him standing. Shoko Zuko, its head would lift up as a mixed voice of Izuku and something else will speak. Izuku's really not on the phone right now. Please leave a message as it turned its head, and he'll call back when he's dead. What are you? As she simply says, what am I? We are Venom. Kamen simply says, let go Midoriya's body now. Now, why would we do that? This host is powerful. And he needs us. He doesn't need you. As Izumi simply says, you need him. You damn parasite, as she simply growled. The alien was, snarl. Parasite? I'll show you, parasite. It jumped forward, lashing out. As I was at the fight, All Might would have finally arrived. As simply says, no, you're in no condition to fight. Remember, but that's I know it's your student and your successor in yours, but you had no chance of beating him if it's even partially taken over his mind. Damn it! All Might was to clench his fist. He hated this. Every time Midoriya needed him the most, he couldn't do anything. Connors, the incident. What kind of mentor is he, young Midoriya? As I would proceed to leave, I'm so sorry. I couldn't even protect you at all. I failed you. He proceeded to hold his side. Sensei, please, give me another chance. Hoping that with the little sparks within One For All within him would at least do something to help him. But as surprisingly, his body was pretty bulk. Thank you, Sensei. As his body was the bulk getting bigger, as All Might would return back. I know I have a short amount of time, but I'll make it work. At the symbol piece, which you see to jump into the air, landing as he would smile. I am here. As I try to capture him as All Might, I'm back. And you monster, release my student. The creature proceeded to turn its head as hissing. Well then, All Might, we'll see about that. As his tongue would flick, he proceeded to have Shoko by the neck. But first, I want to chomp your brains out. Before he could do so, it was sent flying back by a punch. As they proceeded to hold the ground on the building top, it proceeded to roar in anger. Run toward Rokyo, you're right. I'm fine, she simply says. She simply looked. That's not Izuku anymore. It's the suit taking over, Somai simply says. I knew about the symbiotic blood and what Connor said, but I didn't believe him. Now Yamadori is suffering within there. Trapped. He can do it, as Shoko simply says. I know he can. He just needs to believe in himself. They proceeded to jump across the other building and looking at the alien. Mine was a glare. You let go my brother now. As her quirks start to activate, as flames start to lick upon her hands, the alien would simply smile. Well then, as feeling something would slash at his back, it's turned to screech at it. Gwen would simply smile. Sorry, we need you to let go of him. As she simply had a cocky grin on her face. You. MJ proceeded to use her quirk as her quirk started to bind the alien. The hot flames burning as it would screech out in pain. It burns! As it would proceed to thrash about as jumping away from the fire. You cannot save him. He can't be saved. He doesn't want to be saved. That's wrong. He needs saving and he wants to be a hero. And you're in the way. As it proceeded to grab her by the neck, as throwing her to the side as they would continue to fight the alien within Izuku's mind. All around him was just webs here, and symbiotic tendrils wrapping around. As the alien, as we would be speaking to him, why are you resisting us? I just want to achieve my dream. But every time I do something, it's always like I can't do it. They were right. I'm just a useless deku. So you are. But with us, you can be more. As it would reach out a hand. Izuku, take our hand. Let our bond be permanent. And you will find strength that you never imagined. Izuku looked at the symbiote's hand as he reached out his own, but doesn't pulled his hand back. It's not so fast. Izuku's eyes are wide and hearing this, turning to see Uncle Masaru. Hey there, kiddo. I don't know why you're trying to bond with this Cretan. It proceeded to glare as the agent in a costume proceeded. We don't need you, old man. Get lost. No, I think you need to understand who you're trying to bond with here. Let me show you, as the scenery would change to, Izuku in the car that day. What's going on? It's just a view of your memories, as Masaru simply says. This is the day I got my, yep. I regret getting those powers. Maybe, but look at all the people you helped once you got those powers. You know, Izuku, you're something great, amazing. You're filled with potential like none other. You have the potential to be great. But that day I just left and slammed the door upon you. And if I didn't do that, I would still be alive. Maybe, but we don't know what fate has for us, Izuku. Fate has something for you amazing. And it's not your time yet. So you can't be giving up just yet. But as the alien would appear yet again behind him. But this is the same car that he left in. The same car that crook took. The same bastard that killed you that same night. If it weren't for you, you would have never met us. And there's no need for you, oh man. So why even bring this up yet again? Really? You think things will still be the same? Of course, he has the power. He can do whatever he wants. Alright, let's see about that. As the scenery changed, Izuku holding up the man. His eyes widened as he was in his normal costume before Carnes gave him his newer one. He proceeded to look as you took him from me. No, please. You can't do this to me. Yeah, I should take you, like how you took Akamasara away from me. As he proceeded to slam into the glass, as the glass shattered, as fall to the ground. As he dropped him, look at that. As seriously says so, Masaru. He dropped him. Just watch. But as before he can hit the ground, a weapon attached itself before he can even die. As you see the look, as Izuku looked down, but he wouldn't approve. With great power comes great responsibility, and I have the responsibility to do what's right. And I refuse to become the monster. As the scenery changes, simply Masaru was saying, exactly, you have the good within you, but you also have the evil. As they look at the symbiote, let your good shine bright, and always remember, I'll always be with you. As Uncle Masaru would fade within him, Izuku would smile. Are you serious? Are you gonna be that old man squabble? Yeah, as Izuku says, that old man is my godfather. And have some respect on his name. As he proceeded to put on his mask, his old costume. You're going down, Venom. The alien proceeded to hiss. Once I'm done with you, I'll kill you and your friends. I'll never let you escape. As Izuku proceeded to lunge for it, the alien would lunge for it as well, as they would clash. As the two would start to fight, the alien would get the upper hand, it being stronger. You proceed to throw him around, as Izuku proceeded to be grabbed by its tendrils around the void. As the alien would appear with his large head, you think you can just rip us away after everything we've been through? No, we refuse that. We have bonded with Izuku Midoriya, mind, body, and soul. Izuku started to be buried under the muck, the black muck that consumed him. Within the outside world, the beast started to form, getting larger and bigger. He's losing, as All Might simply says. No, he can't give up. As Shoko proceeded to send a wave of fire, as the alien roar, hissing as it would grab her, glaring into her eyes. You have to fight it. Fight him. You want to be a hero. She simply looked at the alien, its glossy white eyes. Remind yourself who you are. You want to be the number one pro hero. No one is ever going to doubt you for that. That dream's achievable. You saved me from myself. So, I know you're in there. Fight him. Izuku heard her words. Shoka, I'm sorry. I don't think I can. As he's about to become fully consumed by the muck, as before some hand grabbed it and pulled him out. A woman pulled him out as Izuku proceeded to look at her. Who are you? Well, kid, you can just, I'm your sensei's sensei. You're my predecessor? She smiled as if saying, yep. Wait, you're Nana Shimura, the seventh user. As almost 6 other people appearing around him, with one being made up of flame. All Might, Midoriya, you have it. Use it. You have the will, the mind, the strength. That's why I chose you. You have the courage to be the best hero on Earth. Go and do so. Zuko would smile as One for All started to spark around his body of red and blue electricity as Suzuki would simply smile. You know what? You're right. I have everything I need. I don't need you anymore. Venom was simply scowl as he activated his own variant of One for All, black and white electricity cackle around him. You think he can just run away from me? I'll show you. You can't get rid of me that easily. We'll see about that, Venom. As it proceeded to thrust around him forward, as Zuko simply dodged his attack like it was nothing, as stopping it away. The alien proceeded to feel as pieces would be torn apart. How? You're in my mind, remember? So in my mind, you're just some creature that takes possession. You don't belong here. And my goal is to become the #1 hero. Be someone that's not like All Might. Be my own hero. And be my own hero, that's who Spider-Man is. And you're not part of it. Grabbing him with some type of energy whip as one of the users would simply smile. That's Black Whip. Go on, kid, get rid of it. Izuku proceeded to swing him around starting to swing the alien around as this can't be happening. As he would throw him out as the alien would shatter upon something as the light started to crack through the whole void. Thanks, buddy, but you're not needed anymore. See ya. As the alien was disappearing in a flash of light, being eviscerated, as the whole void would light up, as simply Izuku would smile. It's over. He's gone. Yep, he's gone, as Nana simply says. Now next time, as she simply glared at him, beware what you let in your mind, Izuku. Izuku was simply sweat drop, take off his mask. Yeah, I will. I promise. Now, what do I call you? Can I just call you Seventh, or? She simply smiled. Just call me Grandma. Okay, Grandma. Izuku simply smiled. Alright, gotta take care of something else. See you, as he disappeared. You know that he activated Black Whip, right? Yeah, but he has more important things to do right now, as the 6th user simply says. Alright? Or the 5th user. Within, well, the real world, Venom would start to take over as he would start to fight people. He was momentarily winning until they started getting the upper hand. He started slowing down, becoming easier to predict. Until as something would blast right out of the alien's body. It would become fused as blackish, like bluish energy whip tendrils wrapped around his body, holding it down as it proceeded to scream. This can't be happening. Why? How? Oh my God, I'm really surprised. That's Black Whip. The 6th user One for All. That's all my it says. As before they saw within Venom's chest, some sort of hand burst out from the chest as it was a red hand with a white type of on the knuckles. As simply, he's right there. Grab him. Choker proceeded to grab him as pulling, they would pull as Izuku was shown as breathing heavily. Oh God. It's like breathing some sort of trash, Izuku says, as smiling. The alien would hiss. Hey, buddy. As he proceeded to smack the alien with one of the black energy tendrils as it would snarl. What's wrong? He kind of surprised there as the two start to fight with each other. Alright, Venom. It's time for you to get out of my mind. I got you out of my mind and my soul. Now it's my body. Get out! As the alien proceeded to smash into the wall side. The alien hiss, crying and roaring. You can't get rid of us. We are Venom. We are one. No, I'm not. I'm Azuka Midoriya, for God's sake. And also, I'm Spider-Man. I'm not you. As currents of electricity start to cackle, as though to glow orange lightning was to crackle around his fist, as then it would change color to blue. Bye-bye. As Zuko proceeded to punch Venom straight in the fist with a one-for-all punch, as the air would hiss, as it would blow right off of him, as the alien would be sent flying through several buildings, as Zuko would simply collapse on his knees. Oh, crap. As he proceeded to stand up, as the alien would see the burst from the buildings, as latching stuff on the buildings it was, as it would tower over him as a massive black sludge. Izuku simply looked as he said, "You're not needed anymore." As his fist would glow yet again with orange lightning. So, do you want another one? Because I can give you one thing I like to call Venom Punch. The alien would rush forward as Izuku would smile. Night, night, Venny. As he proceeded to punch the sludge once more, as it would blast away, as it proceeded to disappear, and as it would vanish into the sky. You're Midoriya, as All Might says. Well done, as All Might pat his back. As slapping his back, Izuku says, "Yeah, thanks." As All Might's body would deflate yet again. As he cough up blood, as All Might says, "You did it well, young man. I'm proud." Uh-huh. Thanks. As Zuko's body started to swabble and whirve. I appreciate that. As he would collapse, before he can collapse on the ground, someone caught him. Shoko proceeded to catch him as to taking off his mask. She proceeded to smile. "You're alright. I got you." She felt trying to feel his heartbeat, but it was slowing down. "We need to get to the hospital now. He's dying." "Let's go," as simply as almost given to me. "I'll get him to a hospital." Splitting you away. Recovery crew can help. As almost took the bulk up once again. "Come on. Please." As his body would bulk, as he proceeded to run towards UA. Time skip. A week later. Izuku proceeded to open his eyes. What the hell was that? What the? You saw he had cords on his attached to his body of. It looked like blood. A blood transfusion. Wasn't that nice? He simply sighed as groaning. He proceeded to look around and seeing that he was still in his costume. That's nice to know. And his mother was there looking at him. He proceeded to look, turning towards his mother and said, "Mom?" She proceeded to smile as holding him. "Oh, Izuku, I thought I lost you." Izuku was really so shocked as, You're okay." She proceeded to hold him tighter as saying, "I'm here." He would proceed to hug back as, "I'm sorry." "It's fine," she simply says. "It was that thing that was attached to you. It's its fault, not yours." As she simply says that, she proceeds to smack his face and simply slapping him as saying, "Now, why did you not tell me about your little side job?" Izuku started to sweat. "I swear it was just an accident. I promise," Izuku says. As recovery girl proceeded again, once she was in, "Oh, you're awake. Good," as she simply says. As she walked up to him, and she proceeded to bonk him on the head. Out with the cane. Ow! What was that for? That was for biting yourself with a parasite. You proceeded to take most of your blood. You almost died because of you removing it so violently from your body. But I thought it was cool at the moment. Cool, but dangerous. She's through the balcony yet again. Be careful what you do next time. His sisters entered the room along with MJ, Gwen, and Shoka. The two women proceed to leave as Izuku proceeded to say, my head. Izuku says, "How are you doing?" "I'm fine. And I want to say I'm sorry for Kachan. I didn't mean to ruin it." "No, it's fine," as Izuku says. "It wasn't you. But you do have a point. I didn't understand how you were feeling. And maybe dating your ex-bully wasn't really a good idea." Maya would simply say, "Yeah. Now next time, don't bond yourself with that thing again. It's not that you want to see. But we'll leave you with your girlfriend," as they simply says, as the two sisters proceed to leave. Before he can do anything, MJ kissed him as well. And the other two did also, and as long as we have you back, as Shoka simply says, we're happy. Just promise me one thing. As Suzuki listened to Shoka, never, ever think that you're alone. Suzuki would smile. "I won't ever do that again. I promise."